Good afternoon. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Seer 365 session, Business Central with a Boost. I'm delighted to be joined today by Jens from Dynavision. Jens, your strategic partner manager at Dynavision.
Yes, exactly, Rufus. Hello, everyone. And also from my part, welcome to the Dynavision Boost Your BC session. As Rufus mentioned, I'm a partner manager at Dynavision, so responsible for all sales, marketing, and partner support for people who want to, or BC partners who are using our Dynavision app portfolio.
Excellent. So
All right.
we've got I think 5 apps we're going to be running through today.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent. Go ahead.
All right, perfect. So thank you, Rufus, for having me today. As we are a new member to the Seer 365 network, we're very happy to be able to present our 5 add-ons which we have put on the platform. I'm hoping everyone will enjoy the session today and will be eager to join the Dynaverse afterwards. Now, before we're going to dive into the apps we've put on the platform, I'd just like to start with a small story about Dynavision and how we or what we do. So once upon a time, as you can see, there was a team of Belgian consultants that noticed something quite curious. BC partners, they kept on building the same customizations over and over and over again. So they thought to themselves, wouldn't it be better if we would take these features that everyone keeps on building again and again and again and pour them into a portfolio of SaaS apps? And that was when Dynavision was born. So the Belgian team, they created a portfolio of about 30 add-ons. So today we'll discuss 5, but we have many more add-ons also available. So be free or feel free to check out the rest of those apps on AppSource on our website. We have a 100% SaaS focus, so we don't do anything on premise because we want to make sure that our add-ons keep on evolving with every app update that Microsoft pushes for Business Central. We want to keep you guys completely worry-free, no hassle, and no extra work for you. We specialize in distribution, trade, general business solutions, and then the drinks or beverages add-ons, because those are sectors we Belgians are very much known for, especially, of course, the drinks or beverages add-on. As you can see, we are supported by Capital A, which is a venture capital firm that allows us to really invest in our app portfolio and helps us grow throughout the world. Now, our mission, that's honestly is quite clear. That's also the topic of the session today. We want to boost your Business Central practice by supporting you with our powerful portfolio of add-ons for Business Central. So these add-ons are focused on allowing you to replace customizations with standardized and proven solutions, ensuring you can create commercially attractive offers, ensuring you can deliver your projects faster and help you embrace the full power of the cloud. It's important to know that we are a partner to partner organization and we don't work for the end customer. So we will always go through you if you need support for end customers, for example. Now, as an ISV, obviously, our main goal is maintaining and expanding our app portfolio. But we noticed that we needed to add some extra services around that app development to make sure that our apps are being used well. So we started offering extra services as well, such as, for example, sales and pre-sales support. So we help our partners in preparing demos, or we can give the demos ourselves to customers of yours who would be interested in using our apps, because we want to make sure that every demo that is given with our app is always spot on. You have the possibility with our add-ons to create a beautiful demo, so we want to make sure you can leverage that to help you win deals. Of course, we're also always up for co-marketing, as we want to make sure that you're able to offer our apps also quite easily. So we offer support on webinars. We can do blog posts together. We are sometimes a speaker at events. So anything you want to work on together with us, marketing-wise, we are always open for those types of things. Then, of course, we offer implementation support. We do have very extensive documentation and manuals for every app we published, but we feel that sometimes a partner feels more comfortable if we support them during the first implementation. So that is also something that we can offer if necessary. And for example, when your planning is full, we can even do implementations for you. But it's all everything is possible in that perspective as well. And then last but not least, we also give you guys training and knowledge sharing, not only when it comes to our apps, but also when it comes to industry knowledge. We have a very experienced team that has done many BC implementations in our focus vertical. So they not only know BC, but they also know the processes in these verticals. So that are also things that we are very happy to share with you guys to make sure that you can either win projects and then, of course, make sure you can implement them successfully. Here you can see our ecosystem. So we are currently supporting BC partners from all over the world, going from Belgium to France, the Netherlands, USA, Canada, Switzerland, Germany, and so on. We are currently working on building a worldwide partner network because we want to spot the challenges in Business Central worldwide, so we can better identify which stuff are missing in BC, so we can add that to our portfolio. So our partner network is very valuable for us because we need them to give us input on how to improve our app portfolio. So if you were to join, we would be very happy to welcome you and to get your feedback on our add-ons, just so we can keep on improving, because that's really our goal. The logos you can see on this screen are partners who joined us last year. So we had a very successful year, and this year again started very good with lots of new partnerships, and we're hoping to keep on adding more and more partners to this beautiful ecosystem. All right, now this is where it gets interesting, of course. Let's dive into the 5 apps we've published on the Guide platform. Now, as I mentioned before, we do have about 25 other add-ons that are available through the app stores on our website. So do feel free to check them out. But today, of course, we're going to focus on the ones we have on the platform. Now, before I tell you which apps we have on there, it's also important to know that we have a certain architecture to it to make sure that you guys can use these apps very easily in BC. So as mentioned, our apps are only available for BC SaaS. And with every app implementation that we do, we will always also install our core or connect layer. This app allows us, this app includes our licensing mechanism, but it also allows us to exchange data between our add-ons and Business Central. It allows our add-ons to have features that are able to cooperate with the features in BC, but also allows us to exchange data between our apps and even with third-party apps, such as, for example, Tasklet or Continia or other third-party apps, because we know that we will never be the only ISV in a BC project. So we really want to focus on an open ecosystem. Last but not least, you can also see PTE in one of the light blue blocks in there. That is a custom customer app that you could create to extend our add-ons. We have noticed that sometimes our apps cover about 90% of the customer's requirements, but then the last 10%, which is very important to them sometimes, but often too specific for us to include in our app, then we make it possible for you guys to extend our app and make sure you can cover the full 100% of the customer requirements by combining one of our apps with a small piece of custom extension for your customer. So what's important to know is that we are always open for an open ecosystem. We are willing to work together with any other ISV, and we just want to make sure that things work fluently for you and your customer. All right, now let's dive into the apps. First one we have on the agenda today is the Dynavision Trade app, and this is some sort of we call it the Swiss Army knife. It's a many-sided app that allows consultants to cover over 50 requirements we've identified of being requested in many different projects. The features of the app mainly focus on improving purchase and sales flows, and they also improve user friendliness of BC, because sometimes you notice that some processes in BC are very time consuming. I wanted to make them a lot more user friendly to save you guys a lot of time. So this one is very interesting. for people, for example, who are working in distribution. Um, Up until now, we've seen a lot of hits on this app already in the guide platform, mainly on, for example, on consolidated invoice generation, where the trade app makes it possible to create combined shipment invoices based on parameters such as split per location or per payment method. The app also offers an extension on the email integration, allowing you to easily set up CC or BCC mail addresses and make it possible to view the mail that are set for certain documents. We also offer extensions on setting item attributes, maintaining blanket sales orders, and supporting multiple payment methods on a single service or sales document. You can also see in the slide we have some other things like minimum order amount per supplier. We have pop-up comments, back order creations. These are really like the type of things that are being requested a lot in projects and are being created in customization over and over and over again. So with this app, you just get like a full toolbox you can use to manage your customers' requirements. Um, we recommend everyone to just check out the manual of this app, go through the features, and then you will discover that this is a very, very valuable app in BC implementations.
Absolutely. And just speaking from a Seer 365 guide point of view, that's one of the apps that we're seeing a huge number of hits against, especially in the last few months.
Exactly. Thank you, Rufus. Pricing and discounts. This is, I think, last year was our best-selling app. So this app really gives you a lot more pricing flexibility in Business Central. For example, we have added a new price calculation method called the hierarchical pricing, which allows you to avoid that BC always uses the lowest price. So with this feature, you can set a pricing hierarchy. For example, first you have your customer specific price, then you have your customer discount group price, and then you have a campaign price. Then our app will go through this hierarchy, and once it finds a price, it will use that specific price. So for example, if you would set a higher customer specific price than the one you're using in your customer discount groups, then you can, for example, charge more money to customers who aren't buying with you frequently, and then you can make sure that the people who deserve the discounts get those discounts. So it gives you lots of pricing flexibility on that perspective. We also have some extra pricing calculation methods in there. So for example, we have the advanced price calculations, which allows you to create a custom formula to calculate your sales prices, starting from your latest, your lowest, your highest purchase price, or your direct cost. So this automates your sales price list process. We also have margin calculations in there because, of course, when you're selling your products, you want to make sure that they are profitable. So with this feature, you can first define on how you want to calculate your margin, because many companies, they have different takeaways on how this has to be done. And then you can set a margin threshold. For example, I always want to sell my products with at least 20% margin. When you start creating your sales documents and for a certain sale, you are not attaining the 20% margin, then you will see that the price for that product is marked in red. If you do attain a 20% margin, your price will be marked in green. So you will get an immediate visual signal that you are selling above or under the margin threshold. Another very cool feature in there is the extra discount type. So everyone knows that BC only offers percentage discount types. We have also added the fixed amount per quantity. So for example, give £5 or €5 of discount per pack that you are selling. And we also have combined discounts. So in the example, you can see it's 2% plus 3% plus 2%. That does not add up to 7%, but it's actually 6.86%, because it always calculates the 2% first, then it calculates the 3% on that amount, and then it calculates the 2% on that amount, making sure that you give the right types of discounts. So very popular app at the moment, which really allow people to make sure that they use their preferred pricing strategy in Business Central and mainly avoid always using the lowest price in BC. Then we got the promotions app. So this one is a bit different than the discounts app. So this one focuses on sales promotions. So it allows you to handle both very simple and very complex promotion types. So think about your standard promotion types, such as the buy one get one, all the way to complex attribute-based promotions, such as, for example, buy 12 bottles of red wine from the Bordeaux appellation, and you get the cheapest bottle of rosé for free with that order. So lots and lots of flexibility on that perspective. We also added many templates in there, promotion templates, like the buy one get one is then, for example, a template that cover about 90% of the most commonly used promotions. Of course, we know that most marketeers can get very, very creative when creating new promotion types. So we've also allowed you guys to create your own templates in there, so you can immediately start working or using that creativity of your marketing team to create new types of promotions in MBC with this add-on. The templates then allow you or your customers, your key users, to easily define these promotions. So you can then even create temporary promotions. You can create promotions based on countries or regions, on customer groups. So you can go crazy with this add-on. This really allows you to step up your promotion game. Next up, we've got the advanced item and price import app. So this app is very, very useful for companies that work with many different suppliers and struggle to keep their item and pricing information up to date due to suppliers sending almost new articles and prices weekly or monthly. With this item and price import app, you can upload the Excel files that contain the pricing and item updates as is, so you don't have to manipulate it, you don't have to change anything to it. You just take it as you receive it, and you upload it in BC with our app. Our app will then do a mapping of the fields in Excel and the fields in Business Central, so we can grab the data from Excel and put it in BC. The structure of the Excel file doesn't matter. We can handle many different types of Excel structures, so that's not an issue. And on top of this, you can also create validation or transformation rules to make sure that the data is cleaned up before entering it into BC. So for example, you can convert the format of the prices or the units of measure. You can map values. So for example, if you have a supplier that is using sizes A, B, C, but in BC you use small, medium, large, you can map A to small, B to medium, and C to large. So anytime that you are uploading these new articles, you will use the right definitions or terms for the sizes in Business Central. So all these features together allow you to create a template for your supplier, and then next time that your supplier sends you an Excel file, you can just upload it in that template, and it will immediately use those transformation rules, those validation rules, and the mapping that you've done to easily update your purchase prices and your article information, and it will even allow you to create new articles very easily. This app also works very good in combination with the pricing and discounts app, because with this app, of course, you can keep your purchase prices up to date, and with the pricing and discounts app, you can take those purchase prices, add a custom formula on top of that to calculate your sales price lists automatically. So you can almost fully automate that process. This is an app that really saves people loads and loads of manual input time in Business Central. Then last but not least, we've got the cross-selling app. So this cross-selling app helps your sales reps offer all necessary items for a certain job or configuration. So for example, the app lets you group items into assortments based on categories or item attributes, or a free to choose manner even. These assortments can be nested or parented in a tree hierarchy. And when you are offering an item from a certain assortment, the cross-sell window will pop open and help you offer related items or help you cross or upsell, of course, as the name of the app says. So for example, when you are selling an iPhone, you can see here on the slide, then the system will automatically suggest the right types of cover, the right adapter, the right warranties, the right insurances. So you can just offer your customers a full, complete, and correct offer. All right, so those were the 5 apps we have in the guide platform at the moment. Now, if you want to leverage our apps, you just have to follow a few very easy steps, because we made our partner process very easy and transparent, so it doesn't bring any unnecessary extra work with it for you. Here you can see we have a very easy 4-step program. First off, of course, it all starts with our app. So you can test out our apps for free on a sandbox environment. They have a perpetual license on there. If you see anything you like and you want to learn more about it, then you can contact our sales department, for example, to learn more about pricing or to schedule an extra in-depth demo session. If, for example, after that demo session, you're completely convinced about the quality of the app, then we will send you our partner agreement. This doesn't hold any obligations for you as a partner. This just makes sure that we can protect our own IP. And then after signing the agreement, we do a partner kickoff, and you're all set and ready to go and start using our app. So as mentioned, it's very easy to become a partner. We don't want to bring a lot of extra work with it for you. It just has to be easy to work together. Before going over to the Q&A, we want to bring some useful links to your attention. So as mentioned, all of our apps are available on the App Store. So on the Sandbox environment, you have a free perpetual trial. On a production environment, you have a free 28-day trial. Of course, if necessary, we can also extend it for you if you don't have the time to test it out. On our website, you can find our app detail pages with all the key features of our full portfolio, as well as manuals that explain step by step how you have to implement and configure our apps. So we have partners that have been able to implement our apps without any support from us. These manuals are very extensive, they are very clear, and they should help you do those first implementations. We also have a extensive app slide deck, which you can use for pre-sale. So we have lots of screenshots in there of the main features of the add-ons. Then we also have a guide on how to install a free trial and activate an app. And last but not least, we have our release notes, in which we publish, of course, our release notes. So any fixes, optimizations, new features of our app portfolio. Just to give you an idea, last year we did 28 releases, always for multiple apps. So we are constantly working on improving that app portfolio. So it's also very interesting to keep on following those release notes as we are adding many, many interesting features. We also have some webinars available. So 4 out of the 5 apps you've seen today are also available in webinar format. Those take about 30 minutes. It's 10 minutes of my sales talk, so you can already skip that as you have had it today, and you can focus on the 20-minute demo of the application to get a good view on what value it could bring to the table for you. They are freely available. You don't have to leave your data for it, so you can just check out the videos on via these links. Last but not least, I'd say connect with us, follow us on LinkedIn for more updates. You can see my contact information here. You can see our support address here and also my phone number. So if you would have any questions after this presentation, feel free to reach out, and I'm more than happy to talk about what we could do for you. All right. That concludes my part of the presentation. Not sure there are any questions by now, Rufus.
Excellent. No, thank you, Jens. That was really, really helpful. And if anyone does have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat now. Just while we're waiting for those to come through, could I thank you again for presenting today? I
Sure.
think you added a huge amount of functionality into Business Central. And as mentioned, there are a lot more than just the apps shown today at Dynavision. You've got a whole suite of apps. Those are just the ones that we've put onto Guide 365 so far.
Yeah, so
far. So far. A quick question from my side, Jens. I mean, you started organizationally in Belgium with these sort of specific industries. What kind of industries do you find especially benefit from some of the pricing flexibility in Business Central?
For example, the distribution and wholesale and retail, those are sectors that really benefit from those extra pricing flexibility features. But to be honest, I think almost every company can benefit from the pricing and discounts app, as it's set up quite configurable, so you can handle lots of different use cases with it. But now, of course, as mentioned, historically speaking, we've grown from that distribution and wholesale sector. So of course, we also have lots of knowledge in there and how to implement the pricing and discounts app to optimize the value of it in those types of sectors. But yeah, I'd say distribution, wholesale, retail, they will have a great value when they would use this app.
Excellent. No, thank you. And I think the PTE tool you mentioned, I think we'll definitely want to have another Seer session to kind of have a look at that in detail.
Yep.
The idea of configuring the applications specific to your use case, I think that that gets around a lot of challenges that a lot of partners have.
Exactly. That was also the philosophy. We don't want to create an app portfolio which could just let's say provide a solution for one use case. It has to be usable in many different types of use case, because every customer is different. I think everyone who's in the ERP business knows that, and we wanted to make sure that they could use our apps with many different customers and many different types of use cases, just to make sure that they can work flexibly with it and cover those customer requirements easily.
Excellent. Brilliant. No, thank you, Jens. I don't see any questions that have come through today.
All right.
A couple of thank yous for a lovely session. So that's great to hear.
My pleasure.
If you are watching this on demand and you want to find out more, or you'd like to ask any questions, please do feel free to either add them as comments to this post, and I'm sure we'll get the notifications through, or follow any of the links or the emails that Jens has shared today. I'll just bring up the banner.
Right. Beautiful banner.
In terms of some of the links on the slide deck as well, we'll be dropping those into the LinkedIn post. So if they're not yet there yet, then they absolutely will be there in the near future. Otherwise, thank you all for today's Seer session, and hope to see you very soon at the next one.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Also, thank you for my part, and hope to talk to you soon.
Brilliant. Thanks all.